There will be no more war on the Korean peninsula. That was the bold declaration from North Korean leader Kim Jong Un this week. On the anniversary of the Korean War armistice, Chairman Kim told his people that the nation had developed an effective nuclear deterrent and is now able to defend itself from, quote, imperialists and hostile forces. There's been an uneasy truce between the North and South Korea and the United States since the Korean War ended 67 years ago. Pyongyang's previously threatened a nuclear attack against the US. President Trump threatened to unleash fire and fury. So what hope is there of a permanent peace and of North Korea being welcomed into the international community? Reporter Anna Rawlings investigates.
They call it Victory Day in the North, the anniversary of the end of a bloody chapter in Korean history. 67 years ago this week, North and South Korea signed an armistice, concluding a conflict which killed 5 million people. But no peace deal was signed. The two nations are technically still at war. According to the North Korean leader, there won't be a military conflict on the peninsula ever again. At a service for veterans, Kim Jong Un said, thanks to our reliable and effective self-defensive nuclear deterrent, there will no longer be war, and our country's safety and future will be firmly guaranteed forever.
It was pointing out what is empirically true, that North Korea is a nuclear-armed state, and if we just look at, the decades of history, that arsenal and the development of that arsenal has certainly warded off any type of military attack against North Korea, and that's the principal fear and concern inside the Kim regime.
President Moon Jae-in has pledged to bring about a permanent peace deal and have North Korea join the international community. Two bold aims with one major sticking point: North Korea's nuclear program. The United States has provided the South with significant military support, and it's widely accepted the US would need to sign off on any potential Korean peace deal. It's made it clear Pyongyang can't have nuclear weapons.
Kim Jong Un is many things, but he is not stupid. If he gives away his nuclear weapons, he's given away all of his leverage, and he knows what happens under that case.
North Korea wants the US to cut the heavy sanctions imposed on the impoverished nation and stop carrying out military exercises near its borders. There's been multiple meetings between the US and North Korean leaders, but no breakthrough. And North Korea's recent demolition of a liaison office suggests significant frustration. Almost 7 decades since the devastating Korean conflict, Chairman Kim may claim there won't be another war here, but peace still seems a long way off.
We should play the long game with North Korea. Anything to increase contact, information flows, to try to influence not just Kim Jong Un, but the country, and transform it from below, I think, over the long term, may be one of our best strategies.
We've seen over the decades moments where it seemed very close and moments where it seemed very far. I think there's a certain amount of skepticism about the process. I think South Koreans, both officials and the people themselves, they would like to see an era where the threat of a nuclear weapon or certainly other types of military action are greatly diminished.